Ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing today? Now, this right here is going to be another follow-up video in regards to the entire situation revolving around Niantic, Pokemon Go, and the war that they have against their community, and things have just absolutely spiraled into a new level, okay? Now, we have ourselves a really important thing to talk about, to update you guys on, because Niantic are very much aware of this, but as we begin to read through what is going on here, things are about to get pretty damn frustrating, so you might want to buckle in because this is not going to be a fun ride for anybody to experience. So this here, ladies and gentlemen, comes from Pokemon Go Hub. They tweet out the following. Niantic shared an update with the community leaders regarding XL candy changes and individual player data. Amount of in-person T5 Candy XL drops will increase significantly, with the goal being to make in-person raids more lucrative for XL Candy, ensure continued and even wider participation in Master League. The intent is to increase Master League participation by making level 50 Pokemon more accessible and require far fewer raid passes than before to level them up. So I got a couple of things to say here before we carry on. Number one, it seems like that they are trying to make level 50 Pokemon more accessible for Pokemon Go PvP, which, alright, I'll give the devil its due. That right there is a pretty good thing, but here's the thing as well, is that in order for you to complete Tier 5 raids, you need players, and especially if you are without a proper local community to be able to help you with these in-person raids, this kind of seems like a bit of a useless change, don't you think? In my humble opinion, I think this right here should also be inclusive for remote raiders. And on the note of PvP, I still hear people complaining about PvP and about the multiple issues that it still has. Niantic, where's your update about that? But let's carry on here, ladies and gentlemen. The number of remote raids required to level up a single level 50 Pokemon will be significantly greater than in-person raids, at least with respect to Candy XL, a direct result of larger in-person XL Candy drops. So this right here just further shuns remote raiders. Good move, Niantic. Niantic does not sell or share individualized player data with third-party sponsorship partners, and they don't ever plan to do so. Shared with GoHub by a Niantic community manager. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the coup de grace. That right there is one of the biggest points to address out of this. That is entire bullcrap. While they don't sell or share your individual data, what they do is they sell and share aggregated data. And where does that data come from? You, the Pokemon Go players. So this right here is them trying to use some, I guess you could say, weaselly words / terminology to make it seem like that your individual data doesn't get sold. But you see, the aggregated data does come from you as well as every single other Pokemon Go player. So that right there seems like kind of dishonest, if you ask me. And another big thing to address about this is, well, you can see the lack of response from Niantic to address Heroes Niantic, to address their community directly regarding their rightful outrage in response to the horrible changes to the remote raid passes. There is absolutely no direct statement to address that. So you can address and bring up many other things. You can continue to post events that are taking place, but you still, even to this very day, are avoiding the big hot button topic that you're too scared to face the music on, that being the community. You're scared to face the community because of all of the damage, all of the negligence, all of the silence, even through all of this. Like, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. They most recently announced an event revolving around Lapras with a special, I guess, like, earband type of thing. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's look. So, we have Rising Heroes, and this right here revolves around Cutify and Rimbombi, okay. And let's see what else we have here. So, more Rising Heroes and all that stuff. And, okay, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is something that I don't think is an advisable move. This right here is in regards to Regieleki being released in Elite raids. Now, if you guys remember the absolute dumpster fire, that was the Regidrago raids, which, by the way, Niantic, you still have yet to make it up to the community. You still have yet to announce a makeup event for Regidrago for those that you screwed over due to your unpreparedness. But instead, you decide to move on and decide to make all of these events rather than addressing the things that actually matter the most at this moment. And you know what? Something else that can be mentioned about this is the fact that this right here didn't come from Niantic directly, but instead they had to use someone to basically be like a sacrificial lamb, a scapegoat, if you will, and go through someone like Pokemon Go Hub and basically be like the messenger. And I honestly feel really bad for Pokemon Go Hub if they end up getting any hate and harassment because of the response that they had to share from a Niantic representative. Like, my god, man, that is just such a really, really, really poor way of addressing things. And I use air quotes because they didn't really address anything at all. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, another day, another chapter written in this awful disaster piece featuring Niantic and Pokemon Go constantly trying to find ways to inconvenience and piss off the very player base that is the lifeblood to their business and their game. And if anyone's wondering why Niantic keeps on getting in shit, well, this is one of the biggest reasons why, is their tone deafness, their inability to read the room, their inability to manage things properly, their inability to address valid concerns and issues from the players regarding the game they play. Like, I could go on and we would be here till, I think, tomorrow morning. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely ridiculous, Niantic, that we are at this point. Once again, mind you, thanks to you. Like, Niantic, is it really that difficult to care about your player base? Like, I don't even play Pokemon Go. I don't work for Niantic. And I care more about them than you do. I am constantly speaking up for them because you keep screwing them over. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video off here. So, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, you beautiful people. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Don't be like Niantic. I'll see you next time.